So Footprints is a program that shares firsthand and in-depth journeys of just regular everyday people here in China, just living the dream. Previously, the show mainly focused on Chinese natives, but I'm a foreign expat and there's a lot of other foreign expats living here in the country, so we thought, why don't we mix things up a little bit? So we found a foreign expat here in Beijing that was ecstatic to share with everyone her experience in the capital.
I'm Hilda Mandigo, and I am a TV host / editor at Star Times Company. I have been in China for 7 years now, and I have two mottos. With faith, you can always make it, and the other one is we're always going to fall, so keep trying and get back up and just keep going. I'm Hilda Mandigo, and this is my story.
So Hilda Mango is a media professional here in Beijing and the host of the international show, The Big Mouth. She mentioned that she came from Chegutu, Zimbabwe, which is totally different from Beijing. So I've never been to any countries in the African continent, so I was really curious about what it's like where she's from. So that's where we started.
Well, I'm a bit of a farm girl, if I should say, because like back home, I stay in a very small town. I'm not this like big city type of girl back home. I stay like on a farmhouse, cows and goats and ducks and turkeys all up in it, picking up eggs in the morning. So that was kind of like my life back home. And it's just, the weather was great, sunny, you've got all your friends there, family. Yeah.
China's kind of a place that grows on you with time, especially when you realize that some of these differences are not really that different. But when you travel abroad, your first experience can either make you or break you. So of course I had to ask her about hers.
So I come here, everything is lit like a Christmas tree. Buildings, streets, chairs, doors, everything is like Christmas lights just blinking at you. I was like, oh my gosh, like you really feel like you're somewhere else here. I even still remember that feeling till this day. It was just an amazing feeling, and I arrived here around this time, like spring, so like the weather was great. It was amazing. But then later on, I learned of rush hour. Ugh. Boy, oh boy, did that feeling change real fast. Just like the crowding in subway stations, everyone is just trying to get where they're trying to get. There isn't a form of like personal, then actually, there wasn't any form of like personal space. And keep in mind, a girl is short. I'm always, and they've got bars, I'm always like underneath people's armpits, and this is summertime.
Yeah, you've never seen crowds until you've come to China. But in the same breath, you also got some of the most epic views, buildings, and landscapes on the planet. I got a chance to ask her also what has been the most memorable for her during her time here.
I've had so many, it's hard to pick. I've had so many. I would say top two was when I graduated and my mom and dad flew here for about a week, and finally my mom came. So I was like so excited for her to come here. My two sisters came over, I hosted them, and I flew them to Shanghai. We went to the aquarium. Those moments, it was just magical.
So for every episode, I ask everyone to share their personal motto and one for the city. And that could be a tough question, but I think Hilda did a really good job of being an open book for us and also sharing her outlook on her experience at this chapter of her life.
I wouldn't say difficult. It's go big or go home. These guys, they go big or you go home. Everything they do is they just go big. I mean, for an instance, the Olympics, they went big. I was like, wow. wow, I've never been so impressed to be in China. I was like, yeah, guys, I'm in China. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did that. Everything that I do, I'm like, go big or go home. Like, if we're not perfect, if we're not being the best at it, pack your bags. Otherwise, like, what are you doing? Why are you here if we are not going to just excel and be number one at it?